It's time for some more unboxing. Now, this was sent to us by Erica Synths. Let's get it out of the box. It is the Nightverb. It looks cool with like a moth thingy dingy on there. Hang on. Yeah, the thumbnail. Maybe. Thumbnail? I don't know. So we've done a video in the past on this thing here, the Erica Synth, what is it called? Black Stereo Delay, which is a Eurorack thing, but when we did a Eurorack on guitar, I'll link to that video up here, which is just a lovely, lovely delay. Now they brought out these are sort of their desktop kind of series reverbs, and they've got a delay for that as well. Just want to mention this is a first impressions unboxing video, so I'm not going to go into depth with anything. It's really, these videos are all about just getting this out of a box, plugging it in and seeing how intuitive it is. There's going to be a full video that Alex and I will do with this, so let us know in the comments below if there's anything in particular you want to know about it. But today it's just get it out of the box, plug it in and see what happens. So the Nightverb, let's stick it here and open it up. Hang on, let's get rid of the knife and open it up and see what it looks like on the inside. So we have a manual, which we will not be looking at, and we have, ooh, it looks good. Let's get this out, and a power supply. So let's have a look at this first. The Nightverb. Lots of controls. We've got stereo in, stereo out. There's a foot switch and MIDI in and through. There's a USB, an on-off switch, and it's 12 volt DC. But yeah, tons of controls. But it looks great. I'm very, very interested to hear this, because if it's anything like the delay that we had, that thing was fantastic. Now there's a 12 volt power supply, which is in the box as well, with all the different countries, the European, for anyone who's interested. So that's what the European one looks like, Central European. This is what the English one looks like. That's what the American and Japanese one looks like. And that's what the Australian one looks like, and that's the one we're going to use. So let's get that in here. Actually, it'd be interesting to see how many milliamps it is, 12 volt, how many milliamps, because we might be able to use just one of our other power supplies, just my usual one that I've got sitting here. But let's put this over here, stick this in here. Actually, one thing I do, and let's do this straight away, because I think it's something more people should get into doing. This has nothing to do with the pedal. You get a new thing, you get a new power supply. I literally have here, under the desk, this is all power supplies. First thing I always do when stuff arrives, I've got a little label maker, and I'm going to write, and on there, Nightverb. Ooh. Let's check out a few presets and see what happens. Now, setup-wise, I'm going into the Rev D20 and the Engel Powerball, not Powerball, Ironball SE. There's a video for the Engel, let's say, up here, and a link to video to both amps down the bottom. I believe the Engel is on the left and the Rev is on the right. Let's just say that. I think that's what it might be. I'm not 100% sure, but let's just assume it is. Okay, so I'm going to use, to begin with anyway, I'm going to use my Parts Master, Caster, Master Blaster. There's a video for it up here. Now that goes via my Peterson Strobostomp HD tuner, which is always on my desk, into, on this side, the input, and then in stereo out, one side goes to the amp switcher, Mozztronics Amp Switcher, and then has that angle selected, and then it goes to the 2 notes Torpedo Live with these IRs, the Celestion IRs. And if you are at all interested in purchasing Celestion IRs, there's an affiliate link in the description below. If you click on that link and buy any IRs, not just the ones I'm using, but any Celestion IRs, you will help at the show. Plus, you're not paying any extra. It's just, we're getting a kickback. Yeah, and the other side goes via the patch bay into the Rev D20, and then in the back of the Rev D20 is an XLR out with the 2 notes. That basically that thing built into this, and it uses the same IRs, exactly the same IRs, and then both go from there straight into Logic and in stereo. So this is, I guess you can, oh hang on, bypass. This is the bypass sound of the 2 amps. Ah. So even though it's bypassed, it still goes through the gain. So that's a clean signal anyway. So yeah, with the rev and angle. Now let's do this and see what the first preset, the Infinite Void. Okay, well let's quickly look, because I think, I don't know, maybe I've done something wrong. I don't know, you've got that knob in the middle. So you've got gain, pre-delay, data and volume. You've got spin, shape, feedback, stereo, low damp, high damp, early, late, dry, wet, bass and treble controls. Oh, more stereo. 200% stereo. Now, how do you change presets? Patch. How do you change? Data? Ah, data. Okay, here we go. That's the one. So patch. Now that's more like it. The temple. Oh, you have to. Okay, so you go in and you select it. So that wasn't the temple. Ooh. Lo-fi metal. Let's check out a few more presets and then, what? No. Woo! So you can freeze it. Rising Moon Pearl, freeze me. Well, if you want me to. Fairy Tales. I reckon let's find something. All right, let's play around with this. Now, what does this do? So I'm guessing that's the reverb length. That gives it a lovely stereo effect. It widens it anyway. Let's check out a pre-delay. So we've got from no pre-delay. So I'm guessing 200, maybe it's 200 milliseconds pre-delay that you can dial in. That sort of spin is some modulation that you can bring in there. And I'm guessing that's the wave shape of the modulation. Are any of these push buttons too? No, this one is, but. Okay, low damp, high damp. Okay, so you can dampen low frequency. So you kind of get rid of low frequencies, and you've got more high frequencies. Or dampen the high frequencies and just make it a more bassier reverb. So I guess that's a reflections. If the earlier reflections, then there's less of them, and it's the reverb kind of gets more. It's a smaller room, basically, I think. and you can make the room bigger through that. So I'm guessing then if you turn that down, it's lovely. And then you've got dry wet, so you've got... That's a lovely sounding reverb. Feedback, okay. That's cool. So you've got the feedback of the reflections. So you've got, okay, I mean, this is just, again, I know nothing about this really, so I'm guessing you have a reverb, you have the reflections within a reverb, and then you can make the feedback of the reflections longer. So it's kind of like having it's almost like a delay within a reverb. I mean, a reverb is sort of lots of little delays, but that's great. What else do we have? Stereo, so you can go from a more mono signal or more in the center signal to quite a wide sounding signal. Which is just nice. And then you've got a bass and treble control on top of the high damp and low damp. Which is kind of cool, so you can add treble, but then you can dampen the treble, so you have treble there, but it's less present, so you can kind of find, it's kind of cool. Because that's quite a different sound to that. Because you get way more treble, but if you turn the treble all the way up, it's almost a bit bitey, isn't it? So you turn the high part, the high damp on. And you can do the same with the bass. You can That's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. And then, so you go into, so with that, with data, you select the different presets. You can go into patch, effects, dirty off, ooh, dirty on. Mix on. Oh, okay, so you can have it just dry, just... Oh, whatever that means. Morph. I have no idea what morph does, but... Got to check out what morph does, but and then you go back. Is there anything else? MIDI, foot switch. Ah, so you can have an external foot switch. System. So you can either check patches, effects, MIDI, foot switches, or system. What's the system? Okay, so you can brighten or actually. Yeah, there you go. Brightness down, that's much better for the camera up here. Oh, what else is there? Brightness, saver, load last, USB manage. Okay, so you can do a factory reset. Also, this is version 1, so firmware updates may be coming. But that's... Ah, that must be morph. It morphs from one preset to the next. So if you have morph off, it goes just from one preset to the next preset. Morph, it morphs to the other preset. That's cool. Kind of use it as a delay. Amateur kiss. I mean, I'm probably, after I turn this off, I'm going to sit here for another hour or two just noodling around with this. What a gorgeous sounding reverb. So like I said, this is just a quick first impressions on the guitar with this. I've got to get deeper into it, check everything out. We're going to attach foot switches and all that sort of stuff and look at everything. Look at MIDI switching and MIDI capabilities. Two things I wanted to say. Yeah, and if there's anything in particular you want to see with this, let us know in the comments below, and we're going to try and do you know, incorporate that into our videos. So there'll be a full video with Alex coming up very soon. Big thank you to the awesome people at Erica Synths for sending this out to us. Gonna probably combine it with this thing, this thing too, because that's a lovely delay. Maybe combining the two and checking out what they sound like together. So that's the Nightverb. First impressions, I really dig it. It's a gorgeous sounding reverb. It's just lush and beautiful. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking now. Thank you so much for watching, and see you guys in the next one. Bye.